Top of the morning to you. This is Tawana Sanders here. Oh my gosh, do I have something like some diamonds, some nuggets to drop today to share with you. I know I promised you a video about how my life changed. How did I shift my paradigm? And I have been searching and pushing and seeking and asking for what did I need to do to alter, to change the trajectory of my life. What was it going to take for me to get to that feeling where I can feel confident, I can have a healthy self-image? Like, what got me unstuck? Well, first of all, I had to start with the level of awareness that what got me stuck. I literally had to face the scariest parts of myself, my life, what happened to me when I was a child. I had to face why I thought the way I thought. I had to come to grips and just face myself. I had to face myself. And it started with awareness. I didn't get here overnight. I didn't. I've come a ways and I still have a ways to go, but I'm happy and content about where I am today. You see, you're looking at someone who did not have a healthy self-image. I had a fractured image of myself. Oh my goodness, I didn't love myself. In fact, I loved everybody else before I loved myself. I looked at myself when I was in my teenage life, in my 20s and my 30s, and I didn't like what I seen. I had to start unpacking all of those things and the narratives that I was telling myself. The stories that I was telling myself. I literally had to find out why I was suffering from depression. Like, I had to take ownership of why I was the way I was in the condition in my life. I couldn't blame nobody but myself. Because our parents, though they are who they are, they can only get us here. They're the taxis that get us here. But our life is solely up to us. And something my economics teacher, who is now my uncle, and I keep sharing this, said, and it stuck with me. There's always a nugget along the way. There's always a whisper or something that someone says that gives you a aha moment that you're supposed to build up on. He said to me, or to my class at that time, he said, if you want what someone else has, you have to hang out with those kind of people. Now, I'm not saying that I didn't feel inferior when I was around those type of people who thought well of themselves, who had better things and just spoke well and all that stuff. I didn't feel like I was good enough to hang around those kind of people, but I had to do some personal development because the life scripts that I was telling myself was because of my upbringing, my family of origin. I took on those roles in my life. Other people's opinions of me became my opinion, and I lived out those scripts. And you know what's funny is being in the movie industry and hanging around other actors and stuff, you see them in their real life, and then you see the roles and the lives that they and the lives that they live on set, and the scripts that they have to learn to become a different character. And that's how it is in life. You really don't know who you are until you sit still and go within, okay? Because we're taught by well-meaning people that we should look this way, we should think this way, we should behave that way. And so what happens is the analogy of life. So our environment tells us how we should think and feel, which produces habits, which we adopt life scripts and core beliefs from. But what's more important is getting to the raw you and who you are and what life script you should really be playing and living out. And that's where the freedom comes in at. You are not what happened to you when you were a child, you're not what someone else says you are. You are what you were created to be, and you have to unpack whatever that is. So I say, spend more time with you and just look at what other people do. You learn yourself by watching other people. And not only that, when you start to relate with yourself, when I mean by relating with yourself, everything that you want to learn in somebody else, you learn in yourself. What makes you happy? What makes you tick? What makes you upset? What are your triggers? What makes you blow up? We spend a lot of time, and we were taught from kids about obtaining friendships, associations, and connections with other people, and just a small amount of time throughout our duration of our lives, spending time with ourselves and relating with ourselves. Because until you really know who you are, you won't know what a life partner is, the best life partner is for you, or even if you desire a life partner. If you want children, your career, your passion, your purpose, you won't know any of those things, really. And then you can end up like me, being what everybody else wants you to be, and still living an unfulfilled life, unhappy, playing a role that doesn't even suit you. You understand where I'm coming from? So that's where my paradigm shift came from. And it was recently. And now I'm determining like the kind of circle I want to be around. I mean, even what I want in a life partner. I mean, unfortunately, that's the truth. I was not honest with myself. I was doing what my parents thought I should do, and playing a role what society thought I should do. But I knew all along where I wanted to be as a kid. I had that burning desire, and each one of us have those desires. I believe we came packed with an innate desire about our assignment and life purpose. I do. And you do yourself a disservice living out what other people think that you should do, living out what society says that you should do. And when Jesus was here, and even the other great philosophers and teachers and masters, they did not sway to the left or the right. They spent a lot of time with themselves meditating. They did not do what the masses did, and that's what got them messed up. They did not adhere to the outside noises. They had an internal guidance, an internal compass that led them, that determined how they should think, what they should do, how they should act, who they should hang around. They were not people pleasers. You fall into that category too, if you listen to the outside noises. So my paradigm shift came when I started to learning Tawana. Why Tawana is, where Tawana's from, and the who, what, where, why, and when. And then it wasn't until I became self-aware, and I started to really be true to myself, my true self, was I able to stand up and play and start getting into the role that fit me. I hope this helped you. And I'm going to keep getting better, because I'm going to keep doing this. But my goal is to help as many as people as possible to be their truest self, because that's where the freedom is. It is actually probably 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning. I had to pull over because I was getting downloaded, and I just wanted to make this video. I also promised to make this video. But don't break the promises to yourself or your life assignment because somebody else thinks that you should be something else other than what you're supposed to be. Like I said, I hope you were blessed. I hope you got some nuggets from this. Thank you for watching this video. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for liking. And I also thank you for sharing and taking notes. And I thank you for always supporting me. Hit that bell right there so that you'll know when I have new videos coming out. And I thank you, like I said, for following me on this journey to self, because this is the relationship journey. First, the relationship is with us, then it's with others. I thank you for joining me, and have a great day.